Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. This is your WWE Evolve, June the 18th, 2025 watch along and results. I'm your host, IWN. You guys are due. Subscribe, turn on the bell for notifications. And let's keep the likes, views, and the audience train going tonight for WWE Evolve episode 16. So I'm on Tubi right now, and I'm about to pull it up. Oh, look at there. Here it is right here on my TV screen. If it can take me there. There we go. Alrighty, folks. Let's go ahead and tune in to WWE Evolve episode 16. No more of a waste of y'all's time tonight. Here we go. And we got 3 ad commercial breaks to get through. So let's go ahead and go over the card real quick. So Holly Armstrong and Natalya will be teaming up against Nikita Lyons and Zeta Steel in an action-packed tag team match. Jordan Osis takes on Marcus Mathers in a WWE ID showcase match that puts emerging talent in the spotlight. So, here we go. Oh, we got one more ad commercial break. I don't like how you click on Tubi. As soon as you get to Tubi, as soon as you get to a WWE Evolve episode, it goes right to 3 ad commercial breaks. Man, talk about lame. All right, folks. Let's go ahead and tune into it now that it's popped up on the screen this time. We had to get through 3 fucking ad commercial breaks. That is fucking ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Here we go.
WWE Evolve Women's Champion. Oh yeah! I told y'all, I'm at the top of this women's division, and all I want to know is who will be my first competitor. I don't want to be the first to congratulate you from one difference maker to another. You're lucky. Tally, when it comes to gold, I am not afraid to pounce first. Y'all both doing a lot of big talking right now, but I don't see y'all doing nothing to prove that y'all really want this title. The descendant in chaos. It is all about the Evolve Women's Championship. The boat is here. Natalya taking everybody out. Hey, Natty, I ain't need your help out there last week. Actually, you did. Next week, Callie, you and I have a match against Nikita and Zeta. So you better be ready, champ.
Talk about a huge tag team match on Evolve. Wow. A huge women's tag team match. And it's probably going to be one that's going to main event Evolve. We'll see. We'll see what kicks off episode 16 tonight.
Tubi. My name is Peter Rosenberg. Of course, I'm joined as always by
Oh, no, it's not going to main event. It's going to kick off WWE Evolve.
Calm down.
I was wrong.
Love the Vanity Project, but Steele's not alone.
Uh-oh.
The following contest is a tag-team match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, the team of Zeta Steel and Nikita Lyons. Well, Robert Stone, what does it mean to Zeta Steel to get to team up with someone like Nikita Lyons? Well, I think this benefits the both of them because they have bonded. Look at that. Look at that. My favorite entrance. Go, Nikita, go. They have bonded over wanting to dethrone Callie Armstrong of her Evolve Women's Championship, and I'm here for this duo. A great opportunity for Zeta Steel, who, of course, believes she should have been in that fatal four-way elimination for the Evolve Women's Championship, but now she has found a friend in the big cat, Nikita Lyons. But they're going to have their hands full here tonight in our first match on Evolve. The champ is here. Too Strong, Callie Armstrong in action for the first time since she won that Women's Evolve Championship. And their opponents first, from Inglewood, California, she is the Evolve Women's Champion, Callie Armstrong. And come on, Peter, I gotta say, look at that championship around her waist. She is looking like a true champion. She's deserves it, she feels it, and she is here. How
Yep.
different it must be to have that gold around
Got that
your
right.
waist.
Oh, here comes Italian.
But hold the phone. You know that music, Robert Stone.
You know what they call it, right?
They do.
The
How
GOAT.
cool is this? And her tag team partner from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, Natalia always giving back, always teaching the younger generation. And of course, she presented Callie Armstrong with that women's championship a few weeks back, and now we have her here competing in in-ring action. What a treat it must be for these young talents to have Natalia right there in the ring. It sure is. I mean, we've had Lexis King from NXT, we've had Wesley from NXT, but a Raw superstar gracing our president Evolve, it tells you something. That Evolve is the place to be. That's not any Raw superstar. That's the boat, baby. That's a future Hall of Famer, an pioneer. Natalia has done it all, and now she brings everything she learned going all the way back to Stu Hart's dungeon to the squared circle in Evolve, and she will tag with the woman she handed that title to, Callie Armstrong. It's the wonderful thing about Natalia. She is always learning, always wanting to reinvent herself, challenge herself, and she's here to do that right now. Kick it off Evolve in this big tag match. Zeta Steel and Nikita Lyons versus Callie Armstrong, the champ, Callie Armstrong and Natalia. What an awesome way to start things off on Evolve on this Wednesday.
Powerhouse versus Powerhouse.
Here, the action is picking up on Evolve. Let's see the champ and Nikita Lyons. Callie Armstrong is already such an omega, a warlord, a powerful woman, a main event player. She's so confident, but now that she's got that gold around her waist, now that she's champion, I think she is even more confident, Peter. Look at her. She's feeling it today. Well, Robert Stone, talk to me for a second about Nikita Lyons, who's back again in the squared circle here in Evolve. She's been doing a lot. She's not scared to go anywhere. NXT, TNA, now Evolve. You're right. She can pop up on any show. She's crossed the line to TNA. I brought her there. Sheriff Stone brought her there. She is on Evolve.
Darren, why did Natalia have to tag herself in, man? I was enjoying that between Kylie and Nikita Lyons.
As a performer. But now she's in there with a true veteran. Are we doing sharpshooter early? Looking sharpshooter very early. And of course, Nikita showing the strength there to push Natalia off.
Wait, did Kelly just tag herself back in? I don't know if
That's
Natalia
right.
was necessarily making that tag there.
And eats a knee and a right hand from Nikita, but now she's back with her own left hands. And there's going to be a lot of power in this match. And you're seeing it early from the champ. Too strong, Callie Armstrong.
You know, I got to question. Callie Armstrong and Natalia on paper seem like a good team, but can they really coexist, Peter? Can they?
Well, but here's the thing. Natalia is someone who is always willing to work with young talent. She tags herself in. She always wants to show the next generation. When she's not a pinfall and a 2 count, when she's not in the ring herself, her and her husband, TJ Wilson, training people out of their gym, she loves to give back to this business.
She sure does. Great 18-year career in the WWE, 25 years in the industry. Like, oh, but I got a question. She knows what she is doing, and I feel like she may be here for more than just lending a helping hand.
Pinfall and a 2 count on Zeta, who finds herself in there with one of the best to ever do it. Of course, Zeta Steele, the first ID talent ever signed.
And now we go with sharpshooter.
Natalia looking for another sharpshooter. Zeta Steele finds a way out and smartly makes her way to the rope to force a break.
Kicking off WWE Evolve episode 16 is Zeta Steele and Nikita Lyons teaming up against Kylie Armstrong and Natalia.
I'm loving it.
In this women's tag team match here that's kicking off Evolve episode 16 of this year.
And now we'll get to see Nikita Lyons and Natalia.
Oh, Nikita Lyons. Look at those rights, man. Look at those rights from Nikita Lyons in the corner to Natalia. Okay. I see you.
Tag team action next, right here on Evolve.
All right. Just like that, the team of Zeta Steele and Nikita is taking control of the tag team match. I don't know if I'm going to be live for Night of Champions in the afternoon. I may have to work in the afternoon, so I may have to be live for Night of Champions on the 28th, Saturday night instead. All right. WWE Evolve. Episode 16 is back on from ad commercial break. Hit the thumbs up if you're just now tuning in. Subscribe to the channel if you're new.
Callie Armstrong hoping to get tagged back in here by Natalia.
Let's get some likes on the stream because as of right now, I don't see none.
Making that impossible as she sends Natalia back to the corner and makes the tag to Zeta Steele.
And let's get some more audience in here too because we only got 2. We had 6 people in here. I don't know what happened. Everybody just ended up disappearing all of a sudden.
How cool it's such an amazing opportunity. The WWE ID program finding the best wrestlers in the world, giving them the opportunity to help us. Zeta tries to pin Natalia and gets a 2 count. Helps develop those.
I wonder if Victoria's going to be the referee for one of these matches tonight.
The first ever ID talent in the ring with a
pretty Victoria.
You could say what you want about the Vanity Project, what you want about Zeta Steele. Yes, she does talk a lot of smack, but guess what? She can back it up.
And Natalia doing what
I'm interested in the woman with the boxing background, though, the referee. I'm wondering if Victoria's going to become a WWE superstar at this point. At some point.
Absolute utter pioneer. What does someone like Natalia have to gain here? She's done everything there is wrong.
You know, street cred. She comes back here for repetition. She comes here to work with the younger talent because she can maybe learn a thing or two from these WWE ID talents, from these NXT and Evolve talents that are out there hustling, that are out there training, that are out there, you know, on independent shows 3 to 4 times a week. She's here to learn also and to get
lines for the pin. And a 2 count.
I don't know about all that, but
are you saying
that was a kick out right there.
Flaws, if you will, into the new young
that definitely wasn't no 3.
She's experienced and she knows what she's doing in every situation she's in, inside and outside the ring. Just like Nikita right now, Big Cat Kita, the Lioness, Nikita Multimedia knows what she's doing right now.
The female lion.
Locked in on Natalia.
Nikita always making her presence felt, like we said earlier, whether it's a TNA, NXT,
Boom,
Evolve,
boom,
on social media,
boom,
social
boom, 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 boom.
Nikita multimedia, she does it all. And what a powerhouse she is. Although eats an elbow, two now from Natalya.
I honestly think Nikita has all the tools to be on the main roster,
I
honestly.
really like
She should have been on the main roster a long time ago.
cutting off this ring.
I don't know how she's in NXT. Hell, JC James been there longer than anybody. I feel like Nikita Lyons has been there longer than anybody too in NXT.
About the way Callie Armstrong took the title out of her hand when she was presenting it to her, what was supposed to be a really special moment.
Well, Kelly Armstrong doesn't run the race; she owns the track. All right, she wants to be the focus of attention. She doesn't need anyone stealing her spotlight or helping her out. DTA, okay, she doesn't trust anybody. She wants to do everything on her own.
They're trying to keep Natalya in the corner, keep her from tagging in Kylie. I think that's a good strategy by Zeta Steel and Nikita Lyons. Oh, Natalya has broken free, and now she's about to tag in Kylie Armstrong. She does. Kylie's on fire. Here she goes. The woman that had the tools to get up to the point, to get up to this point, to where she became the first ever WWE Evolve Women's Champion.
And you're seeing everything she's capable of right now, as she is taking it to real deal Zeta Steel.
Callie knows the importance of being the first.
I feel like Zeta still needs a win on Evolve. I wonder how she's gonna get another win though. She's got a win before.
She knows what it could be for a future, what it can lead to for her on NXT. And look, you see now Natalya back in the ring. All hell is breaking loose.
Ooh, the veteran doing what she does. Natalya taking out Nikita Lyons. Callie Armstrong.
Wait, Callie's not too. Callie didn't need Natalya's help, it seems.
Wait, hold on, roll up. Two. And Zeta Steel tried to steal a pin on Callie Armstrong.
Woo!
Power slam. And now Callie.
Are we going Callie connection? Yeah, tag was made. Natalya tagged in.
Yet again, Natalya now.
See, this is what I'm talking about. This is what they could not coexist. Natalya's stealing her spotlight, Peter.
And what she's doing is cinching in the sharpshooter.
But Callie had this match over.
Ring the bell.
Here are your winners. By submission, the team of the Evolve Women's Champion, Callie Armstrong, and Natalya.
Well, Natalya and Callie Armstrong clearly still figuring out their chemistry. Let's take a look back here, Rob. Natalya showing off what makes her one of the all-timers. That boot to the face, and then the power slam. Followed up by Callie Armstrong with the pounce, the Callie connection. So there was what? 4 blind tags.
How many of y'all wanted to see Kylie Armstrong pin Zeta Steel? I did.
She's getting it done. Natalya locking in the sharp.
I don't think it was fair for Natalya to tag in and finish it off for her.
But I bet Callie Armstrong's not thrilled with that.
I would have not been thrilled with that either.
And wait 1 minute here, Peter. I mean, you see where Natalya's looking.
She is taking a good long look at that championship. This is certainly getting interesting.
The last few weeks have been some of the biggest in Evolve history, and I thank you both for helping shape our show.
I really do appreciate it, but I know your time is valuable, so I'm just going to cut to the chase. I want to get the first crack at Jackson Drake in the Evolve men's title.
I understand you do, but so does everyone else in the men's locker room. I've already had several inquiries.
Listen, I'll do whatever it takes to be that guy. I want to be that guy. Whatever you want.
Sean, like I said, I can...
What if I run a gauntlet against Vanity Project?
You want to do what?
Would that be enough to be the #1 contender?
So if you beat every single member of Vanity Project, yes, that would make you #1 contender. I could set it up?
Yes, let's do it.
Oh, okay. Then you got your gauntlet match.
Awesome.
Gonna have to learn, isn't he?
Evolve fam, how you doing? Chewy Martinez, and here we are hanging out with Marcus Mathers and Jordan Oasis. And gentlemen, we've been following the journey for a couple weeks now. It's been a beautiful one. But yo, a WWE ID Showcase match head-to-head here we are. But I got to ask y'all, I'm going to start with you, Jordan. What's going on through your head, brother?
Chewy, listen, I was looking out the window on the bus, rolling down the I-4 on my way to Orlando, and I couldn't help but to think of Jackson Drake, of all people. But it's because he came from the WWE ID program, and now he's the first ever WWE Evolve champion. Right? Now, Chewy, I didn't put miles and miles on these boots and sit hours upon hours on the bus just to get this far. My journey to becoming the Evolve champion starts tonight.
Whoa. Look, you want to talk about a moment? This is my first match on Evolve. Something I envisioned over 1,000 times in my head. And Chewy, this is a big man right here.
Yeah.
But Jordan, me and you have the same goals. And only one of us are going to get there first. And I have all the confidence in the world that it's going to be me.
Whew. WWE ID Showcase match coming up next, y'all. Hope you're ready.
The WWE Evolve title picture seems to be heating up as the debuting sensational Marcus Mathers battles.
You guys ever heard of him? Marcus Mathers?
In a WWE
Anybody?
Showcase matchup
I haven't.
with
I've never heard of him.
potential ramifications. It all goes
Must be one of
down
those independent talents.
WWE Evolve
Must be one of those international talents.
on July 12th. A classic.
That's been wrestling around the world. He's probably wrestled legends too already. Already in his career. She got a picture of a pretty woman on her phone.
Honestly, one of y'all got knows going on around here. First, Brilliant was attacked. Then Danny. Then Carly. That was pretty wild.
Is it because Zara, we ain't see you in a few weeks?
You know what? That's a good point. Kendall, I think you and I are on the same page.
You know, Jim, you're right. Zara, I'm pretty sure with you, you're the reason why Carly's been out for weeks. Well, I didn't do this. Do you have proof? Proof that you didn't attack my best friend? No, I don't have proof. You don't have proof. You don't have proof. Hey. I don't have any proof, but that's just not my style, okay? If you got an issue with me, you can settle it in the ring. Okay, that's fine. Is that cool with you? That's it. Just look, I don't know what that's about, but I'm not doing it.
Well, there's the referee, Victoria.
The following
In the ring.
contest for one fall is a WWE ID Showcase match. Introducing first, from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, weighing in 180 pounds, Marcus Mathers. All right, a lot has been said about Marcus Mathers making his way to WWE Evolve. What can you say, Robert Stone, about this young talent?
Well, we've seen the videos of him. I'm super excited to see him in person. I read online he's been tearing up the independent scene, a
Figured.
in the WWE ID program, and he is
I figured he was from the independent scene. That's why I say he's one of those international talents. Been wrestling all around the world.
ID Showcase match. And his opponent, originally from Tacoma, Washington, weighing at 247 pounds, Jordan Oasis. Now, you just mentioned, Robert, what Marcus Mathers has been doing on the Indies, but he's not the only one who's been putting in work, as the man with the backpack himself, Jordan Oasis, has been putting in that indie work as well.
I hope he has bros in different area codes, because this guy is all over the United States. I saw him a few months ago in wrestling in Korea. He's wrestling all over. So I hope I say bros because I hope he has a lot of friends' couches he could crash on. You know, the dude doesn't have a home. However, he is killing it on the independent scene. You see his name everywhere. And this is what the WWE ID program is all about. These two fighting for a spot, fighting for attention, and it's about to go down.
Absolutely. Marcus Mathers has worked his way here. And this ID program is all about talents like this. WWE scouting the best independent talents around, giving them the opportunity to learn more, to have their careers nurtured, and get opportunities just like this. A showcase here on Evolve on Tubi.
So I'm wondering what's going to be the main event of Evolve
Marcus
tonight.
Mathers as they lock up.
You got to remember, every legend, every Hall of Famer, every Raw and SmackDown superstar, they were
Yo, hit the thumbs up. Let's get some like on the stream.
Stories, but only one gets the head start.
Subscribe to the channel if you do. We're at 791. Actually close to 800 subs.
First impressions are a big deal. Stevie Turner's watching this match. You know, Shawn Michaels from NXT is watching this match. Ava's watching this match. First impression means a lot.
As we see the athleticism early on from Marcus Mathers. Is it me, though? I don't know if Jordan Oasis has a home. Oh, pinfall quick there for Marcus Mathers and a 2 count. I know he may not have a home, but is it me, or does he look like he's in the best shape since we first seen him on the ball?
Looks great, boys. He's carrying that bag around on his shoulder all the time. I mean, that thing weighs a lot.
Marcus Mathers flying right elbow into Jordan Oasis. Surprising amount of strength from Mathers for his size, although he's caught midair there by Jordan Oasis. He's got that power.
And that is power, man. He just threw him like a rag doll like he was nothing. There is no doubt about it. Here we go.
Oasis gets a 2 count.
There is no doubt about that. Jordan Oasis and Marcus Mathers are both inspired by what Jackson Drake has done in such a short period of time. Straight from the WWE ID program, and now the Evolve Men's Champion. I mean, think about that. That's definitely something they see and that they want.
Ooh. And certainly with everything that's transpired recently on Evolve, everyone here motivated to get themselves into the title picture.
Jordan Oasis just in complete control. Put a little extra something on that body slam. This dude is a no-man. He's a journey to find himself through wrestling.
And he's going to go for another pinfall and catch a 2 count. Marcus Mathers, not to be confused with Marshall Mathers. You know who that is?
I do. Eminem. Come on. I've already told you that I'm down. I'm Slim Shady.
You're not.
I'm Stone Shady.
You're not Stone Shady. And you realize that if you say bros in different area codes, it completely changes the meaning of that song.
If Jordan Oasis were ever to become the Evolve champion, I hope by then he could afford his own apartment. That's what I'm saying here.
Oof. Well, that's what you have to think a lot of this is about, right? It's not just about glory in the ring, but in the case of Jordan Oasis, it's about providing himself a decent living and being able to accomplish all the things he wants to. As a European uppercut staggers Marcus Mathers and returns fire with an elbow.
These two are not holding back. Very back and forth action. And Marcus, you know, he might be a little smaller than Jordan, but he is a heavy hitter himself.
High flying from Marcus Mathers.
That was beautiful. The finest Marcus Mathers. Seems like he's feeling a little something here. Second generation wrestler, been around the business his whole life, and he is ready to roll.
Mathers with some steam here, but an Oasis with a modification of a backbreaker into that.
And he held on to him into a brain buster, man. That was nasty.
Beautiful brain buster. Now a pin, 2, and a kick out by Marcus Mathers.
That wasn't just a kick. He just kicked out of a brain buster. I mean, that was big there. He is digging deep here. He knows how much this match means. You can see it in his eyes. Look at him. He's on a woozy town right now. He's reaching for ropes. He's trying to get to his feet.
Well, Marcus Mathers understands the importance of the opportunity. I'll say this, on social media, I've seen more buzz about Marcus Mathers' appearance in Evolve than maybe any other appearing new superstar.
Blackout cannonball.
Just catches the top of the head of Marcus Mathers. Jordan Oasis is looking to put this thing away. Can he finish off Marcus Mathers here on Evolve?
Here we go for the Hilltop hook.
Missed drop kick there for Mathers. Oasis now looking to finish the deal. Oh, that kick, it wrapped around the body and head to catch Jordan Oasis.
Kicks from behind, but somehow caught him in the front of the face.
Incredibly athletic stuff as Marcus Mathers goes over the top.
Hey, this is the WWE ID program. This is their opportunity. They're putting it on the
World. He is the opportunity.
perfectly executed.
1, 3.
Here is your winner, Marcus Mathers.
All right, let's take a look at how Marcus Mathers got it done. Early on, you see him bring in the athleticism with his sensational offense. But here you see the power and the strength of Jordan Oasis allowed him to take control.
But in the end, it was the debut Marcus Mathers, beautiful, who used his high-flying abilities to obtain the victory.
And Marcus Mathers standing tall, winning his match here on WWE Evolve. The future is bright for Mathers, and Jordan Oasis will have to take his backpack and figure out what is next. An incredible matchup, and now looks like a sign of respect between Marcus Mathers and Jordan Oasis. You love to see it. You love to see it. 2 ID talents competing in this showcase. And hold on! What the hell is Keanu Carver doing? Just as I was talking about the respect being shown between these 2 talents, Keanu Carver shows up out of nowhere and is wrecking shop.
The human wrecking ball is not holding back. And why?
Oh, God. Oh, my God.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God.
We have talked about the strength of Keanu Carver, and you see it right there. He tossed those 2 guys like they were nothing.
It took 2 of y'all WWID clowns to stop me from becoming the first ever Evolve champ. So now I'm gonna run through y'all until y'all begging to go back to them big old holes y'all came from. I'm gonna destroy this whole program.
Well, just as we spent time celebrating the WWE IT program, Keanu Carver showed up with a very different message, saying this division is his.
You know, there's a reason cowboys are cowboys. There ain't no freedom like hopping on a horse, running through an open field for miles. Just you, the horse, and the earth that God gave us. My father wanted us to push our limits. That's when you find your true self. A simple mistake could lead to a catastrophic ending. On any given night, you can become the victor, or you can become the victim. The way I grew up, country way. Family is the only thing you got.
I am looking forward to seeing Tate Wilder in an Evolve ring soon. But up next, it was earlier tonight, Shawn Legacy convinced our PM, Stevie Turner, for another opportunity at the Evolve Championship. But it will take a massive effort from Legacy, as he must now run the gauntlet against 3 members of the Vanity Project: Brad Baylor, Bryce Donovan, and Ricky Smokes. Massive title implications at stake when we come back here on WWE Evolve.
It's obvious.
Oh man, gotta admit, Shawn Legacy got guts, but he's going to lose to Jackson Drake again. Could we see Timothy Thatcher turn on Shawn Legacy after this? Maybe. We'll see how these matches turn out when Evolve comes back from a commercial break. It's on another ad commercial break.
You? You messed with me? You messed with my family?
That's Kylie Ray's son's man.
Honestly, you scared the hell out of me.
She's like a real-life Chucky doll.
But not anymore. I am done being intimidated by you.
Kylie Ray finally exacts her revenge on Wendy Chu.
So I wanted to thank you, Wendy, because you've awakened something inside of me.
The whole situation with Wendy Chu lit something in her that's going to make her career go to places it's never been.
Sure, you'll beat the hell out of me. But I will keep getting back up and take this fight to you until I am the last woman standing.
What intense animosity between these two. Next week, relentless rivalry continues between the sleepy psycho Wendy Chu and Smiley Kylie Ray. No pins, no submissions, no disqualifications. Next Wednesday, for the first time ever on WWE Evolve, it will be a last woman standing match. That should settle it once and for all.
And speaking of rematches, we have a mighty matchup between these two prospects. Earlier tonight, Kendall Gray accused Zara Zacher of attacking her bestie, Carly Braid, a few weeks back. The returning petite powerhouse gets to stand up for herself in and out of the ring as she clashes with the no-nonsense Kendall Gray next week on WWE Evolve. Oh, it's main event time, and the party, P-A-R-T-Y, is here, Peter.
Well, it's not going to be a party next week, as you just saw. Wendy Chu and Kylie Ray, last woman standing next week. But there you see the champ. Wow. I can't believe this is real, but Jackson Drake, your WWE Evolve champion, and Vanity Project in the ring.
How great do they all look together? Look how much extra swag Heartbreak Drake has rocking that championship. It just looks great in the group. The VP, the Vanity Project.
All we can hope is that things turn around for the Vanity Project. Things are going in top.
What do you mean? What are you talking about?
Do you not remember the opening match? Do you not know how these guys operate? Now, you want to talk about someone who represents what Evolve is all about. It's Super Sean Legacy. He's been making waves in NXT, and we are so lucky to have him here on Evolve. But I'll admit, Robert Stone, he has bitten off a lot tonight.
Yeah, 3-on-1, he's in way over his head. The only person who thinks he has a chance in this match is himself. Right now, he's trying to swim in fire. It ain't gonna happen.
The following contest is a gauntlet match. Introducing first, the Vanity Project. And their opponent, from Augusta, Georgia, weighing at 210 pounds, Sean Legacy.
Sean Legacy, Super Sean Legacy. He's been truly showing the super recently. You saw what he did in the Battle Royal on NXT. You saw what he did in that triple threat match. And then this past Tuesday, competing for the North American title on NXT. Is there anyone hotter than Super Sean Legacy right now?
Ricky Smokes and Swipe Right. Just killing it on NXT also. Are you forgetting that they've been on NXT a bunch of times too, Peter? How biased
Well,
are
I'll tell you right now, Ricky is getting smoked by Super Sean Legacy, who's bringing it to Ricky Smokes.
Ooh! But here's the thing, Sean Legacy coming out with a lot of energy. Is that the smartest move when you know you have when you know you have two opponents potentially later on in this match?
Well, you tell me,
you want to waste all your energy this early?
So what you're saying is the approach here should be taking your time and be measured because you don't know how long it takes.
Yeah. I mean, if he wants to win this thing, he's got to. If he can last that long, he's got to get through 3 guys.
How many gauntlet matches have you been in? Be honest with me.
Undefeated.
But you're undefeated.
Undefeated.
So I think the logic here for Sean Legacy is trying to get Ricky Smokes out of here quickly. I think that's the thought. Make it as quick as you can with Ricky Smokes so you can move on and deal with Bryce Donovan and Brad Pitt.
I mean, we're not reinventing the wheel. Of course, you want to, any match you're in, you want to get rid of your opponent quickly. Let me just tell you something that I heard earlier today. I heard Sean Legacy on the phone with his father.
Recover.
We might be ending it early. I heard Sean Legacy on the phone with his father. We know this past weekend was Father's Day, and they were having a moment. It was such a beautiful thing because Sean Legacy's father is the one who introduced him to pro wrestling. But there's no way his father is happy with what's happening right now. There's no way his father is happy that he accepted a match against 3 guys just to be the #1 contender.
Listen,
wait your turn. Is he obsessed?
I think Sean Legacy's father must be thrilled with what Sean Legacy has been doing. Look what he just did this past week on NXT, competing for the North American Championship, and now he's in a gauntlet match here on Evolve. This guy is one of the faces of Evolve. Oh, by the way, thank you for the gift basket you sent for my first Father's Day. I thought that was really thoughtful.
Oh, so that does something good for me.
Spear there for Ricky Smokes, going for a second pinfall. Ricky Smokes showing us something early on, bringing it to Sean Legacy.
And let's just remember something. As you're, on the high horse of Sean Legacy, and you're talking about him. Does he have the championship around his waist? Who's the champion? The championship lies within the Vanity Project. Okay, that's true. Heartbreak Drake, right there at ringside. Look at that thing on his shoulder. It looks like $1 million. That's where it's at.
Listen, I cannot argue with you. Truth talks, you know what walks, and they do have the title. But Super Sean Legacy has been as impressive as any superstar in Evolve thus far.
Yeah, but is he really going to be the face of the WWE?
At the innovative offense from Super Sean Legacy, who's taking it to Ricky Smokes, the first matchup in this gauntlet match that Sean Legacy wanted with the Vanity Project. The crowd obviously behind Super Sean Legacy.
This is a moment in the match where both guys have to dig deep. And listen, don't count Ricky Smokes out. I mean, don't forget how talented he is when the bell rings.
And don't you forget how close Sean Legacy was to being the first ever Evolve champion.
The one thing that I will give you as Sean Legacy is rocking and rolling right now is that Swipe Right are used to tag team wrestling, and singles wrestling is a different animal. It is. I will give you that.
I'll tell you what. Smokes doesn't watch out. He's about to be swiped right. Is he going for it?
Shambles. Are we going shambles?
Shambles. Connected. That's a wrap for Ricky Smokes. 1 down, 2 to go.
2 is a lot. 2 is a lot. Who's going to be next?
And you see Sean Legacy holding up that 1. But here comes Brad Bailey.
Hey, it's all good.
More of this gauntlet match next on Evolve.
So I'm guessing this is our main event.
Tubi on a Wednesday night And right now, Super Sean Legacy is in matchup number 2 in this gauntlet match that he has picked out himself as Brad Baylor goes for the cover, gets a 2 count against the Vanity Project. Yes, Sean Legacy has challenged the entire Vanity Project on his way to try to get a shot at the champ, Jackson Drake.
And I think right now he has finally realized, I can see it in his face, in his eyes, that this was a big mistake. Because Brad Baylor, I mean, man, he is in complete control. This is what you got to remember about Baylor. And I say this all kidding aside.
Yeah, he's in complete control, man. He really is.
He doesn't need this. He doesn't need wrestling to be a star. He does this because he wants to do it. Okay, he's talented in the ring. Just got rocked there, but he knows what he's doing between the ropes.
Well, Sean Legacy does it because he wants it and he needs it. And what a night it's been on Evolve, by the way. We started off with the women's champion tag action with Natalia. What's going on with Sean Legacy?
Well, I was going to say, right now he needs some power back in that leg because Baylor's been all over. And
Yeah.
he's finally taking a call.
Bradley chop blocked that leg of Sean Legacy's.
And a 2.5 count.
See, but you can still see him favoring it. You see
Yep.
that? He needs to pull that knee.
Yeah, he's gonna lose to
Something-
Jackson Drake.
He's got to get it.
There's no way he can freaking.
It looks like he got all of his body weight on the
No.
cover, I thought. But he comes up just
There's no
short.
way he can freaking go for
Brad
this
Taylor, though,
long.
still struggling
And he's got a leg
with his
injury.
feet again. Sean Legacy would have to get past Brad Baylor and then Bryce Donovan to win this gauntlet match. As Jackson Drake, the champion, looks on.
Look at him. He's having trouble even moving across
The leg just not enough speed.
That just cost him right there.
Brad Baylor takes advantage. And will he go for a pin? He will. And a 2 count as Sean Legacy kicks out and immediately goes back to the leg like we talked about. What I referenced earlier, Natalia started the show off tonight. She was amazing in tag action with Callie Armstrong. Keanu Carver putting the ID program on notice. And of course, this main event, the gauntlet match. As Sean Legacy showing the power he has in that right hand.
When I look at a gauntlet match like this, I have to think back to ECW TV 1995. Tommy Dreamer tried to run through a gauntlet of Raven and his lackeys, and you know what? He was unsuccessful, and I feel like that might be the same result tonight.
Were you just looking to bury Tommy Dreamer?
No, I'm just being honest. It came to mind, and I thought about it. Same situation.
And a 2 count. Sean Legacy looking to put away Brad Baylor. Bryce Donovan would be next. Should Legacy be able to get by?
Bryce Donovan would destroy the shit out of Sean Legacy, probably, more than likely.
Donovan is twice the height, almost twice the height of Legacy. With one leg, how are you going to hold him down to get a pinfall? How are you going to hold him in a
It's probably going to end in a disqualification. It's going to end up having Lance Dorado and his 2 bloodies coming out. It's not going to be Kalisto and
Look at him. He's limping. Oh,
What's
I don't
his
know if
name?
This is going to pan out. Looking for a lot of weight on his leg.
Too much. Too much weight. Legacy looking for his move. Shambles could not keep Brad Baylor up. Of course, that was how he finished off Ricky Smokes just a few minutes ago. European uppercut for Brad Baylor.
it's not going to be a Lucha Party reunion.
Sean Legacy trying to operate on one leg, and he is in some trouble with young Brad Baylor, who will be the first to tell you his dream is to be the youngest ever WWE World Heavyweight Champion. He plans to break Randy Orton's record.
That's not looking good, though, right now. I mean, I'm telling you, it's at the point now. He was able to stand a minute or two ago. Now it doesn't even look like he can get up without holding onto the ropes.
Sean Legacy making his way up and sending Brad Baylor over the top. Now, maybe that'll give him a quick reprieve. Oh, no, instead he's going to fly. You know what Sean Legacy wants to do, and he does.
And he lands on his ankle. So that's as beautiful as that was, and I won't take away his talent. That's not even a smart move to do at this point in the match. That's a risk to injure yourself even more.
Too much risk, not enough reward, is what you're saying.
That is exactly what I'm saying.
Well, he's going to look for something else. And again, he now can't get back to that leg. You may be right, Robert. Maybe that was not the right move in that moment. And Brad Baylor takes advantage of the hesitation and meets on Legacy. Superplex into the ring. And now a pin. Wait, Legacy with the pin.
Really?
Legacy with the small package. And gets a 3 count on Brad Baylor.
Did that really just
2 down?
That just happen?
Robert Stone, 2 down, 1 to go.
Yeah, but one Bryce Donovan to go.
Oh, big boot from Donovan.
This might be it.
2. Oh, come on.
And it is.
Come on.
Here are your winners. The Vanity Project.
Sean Legacy fought and fought and he ends up coming up just short as the Vanity Project gets the win. Let's take a look back at this match. Now, Sean Legacy obviously had his work cut out for him.
Yeah.
With an emphatic shambles for the win on Ricky Sparks.
And Greg
Obviously.
Allen 0 and 10 on the leg. Very smart strategy, but still, Legacy able to counter this superplex into a cradle for the pin. I couldn't believe it, Peter.
But there it is, the massive Bryce Donovan putting a quick ending to the match. Just when you thought Legacy could taste victory, he could see the championship opportunity against Jackson Drake taken away, and you got to give credit where credit's due. The man from Long Island, Bryce Donovan, hold on.
Oh, the party isn't over yet, I guess.
What is Jackson Drake doing? What is Ricky Sparks doing?
Listen. The Vanity Project runs Evolve. I'm the champion. That means we call the shots. We will do what we want, when we want, how we want. What the hell is going on?
What do you want to talk? Look who's here now. Lindsay Dorado.
This isn't a Lucha house party. Can't this guy have his own business?
Nah. How it goes down in the big league. In fact, that's not how it's gonna go down here on the guys. Children. Nah. Y'all think y'all big and bad, huh? 4-on-1, huh? Y'all think I'm done? I ain't come alone.
The LWO is here in Evolve.
On a Wednesday?
Look, Sean Legacy watching on too. I see him.
The LWO is in the house. The party's here, Robert Stone.
How is this fair, Peter?
This is called getting a taste of your own medicine. Watch out, Jackson Drake. The Vanity Project taken out by the LWO. It's been a crazy night from beginning to end. We will catch you next week here on Tubi for WWE Evolve. Wow.
And the Hispanics are taking over wrestling, man, by storm. Telling you. He's Louise. I'll be right back, folks. When I come back, I'll go over all of your WWE Evolve June 18, 2025 results, as well as my thoughts on the entire show. They're both going to be mixed and put together into one, so obviously. Stick around, don't go anywhere. I'll go over my thoughts on WWE Evolve episode 16 when I come back. Stepping away for a minute. All right, folks, I'm back. I was having a little technical difficulties with the website. I don't know what the heck was going on there. It's always something going on with this laptop. That's why I gotta get a new one. Anyways, are you guys ready to hear my thoughts on WWE Evolve episode 16? Here we go. Go ahead and go over everything that went down, with my thoughts on it, before I end the stream and get out of here. Start working on my thumbnails to schedule by Monday Night Raw. Working on my thumbnails for my next Monday Night Raw NXT and Evolve watch-alongs for next week. Alright, so overall, WWE Evolve episode 16 was an exciting and action-packed show. It was very, very good, honestly. It was better than some of the stuff we were given on NXT last night. No offense. I still love it. I still love the NXT Women's Division. I still love the NXT shows, but it was just better than the NXT shows from last night. Something about this episode just brought excitement and interest and peak. So, like I said, it was an exciting action-packed show that delivered on its promise and high-flying matches and intense storylines. Tag team match between Natalya and Kylie Armstrong, with teaming up against the Kid Lions and Zeta Steel. That tag match was a great opener, showcasing the skills of all four competitors. And then the WWE ID showcase match between Marcus Mathers and Jordan Osis was highlight, with both men impressing in their bout. The gauntlet match was thrilling. Sees determination. Let's say Dorado's timely, making for a compelling story. The women's division continues to heat up, with Kaylee Ray's promo setting up a potentially explosive match against Wendy Chu, which ended up happening. The match is set for next week, as well as the rivalry match between Zara and Kendall Gray, adding to the intrigue, adding to the card for WWE Evolve episode 17. Kendall Carver's promo was intense and menacing, setting up a potential feud. Overall, I definitely give this episode a solid A grade, with a steel chair saved by Lance Dorado and LWO being a very, very nice twist. The episode effectively set up future storylines and matches, making it a worthwhile watch. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning in to my WWE Evolve watch along for WWE Evolve episode 16. That's going to be it. I'm going to get the heck out of here. Make sure you go check out all the other content. If you missed my NXT watch along that was live last night, go check that out. You can also go check out my previous Monday Night Raw watch along that was live this Monday night. It was Monday Night Raw was a solid episode. NXT last night was a solid mid-average episode. So you think about why I said all that. And Evolve was a very, very good episode. Very, very good show. I feel like Evolve did better than NXT this week, and I feel like Monday Night Raw did better than both Evolve and NXT this week. The WWE shows still continue to be AEW shows each and every week. Of course, can't forget about that. Because fuck AEW. I mean, who the hell wants to watch AEW? Definitely not me. Anyways, I'm getting out of here. I'll see you guys back live for Monday Night Raw next Monday night. So please, each and every single one of you be here and join the live conversation. I post the link for a reason for you guys to join the live chat. Good night, folks.